The best in music.
Welcome to the London Arena and the 1998 Brit Awards, sponsored by the Britannia Music Club. These awards are the British music industry event. Anyone who's anyone is here tonight. The British music industry now earns this country £1.1 billion in revenue and employs over 50,000 people. It is great music we're celebrating tonight, but a great industry.
I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. This is the night away. This is the night away.
He drinks the whiskey drink, he drinks the vodka drink, he drinks the lager drink, he drinks the cider drink. New Labour sold out the Dockers, just like they sell out the rest of us.
Danny boy, Danny boy, Danny boy. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get. You're never gonna keep me down. This is the night away. This is the night away.
He drinks the whiskey drink, he drinks the vodka drink, he drinks the lager drink, he drinks the cider drink. New Labour sold out the Dockers, just like they sell out the rest of us.
Finally, next door neighbor. Get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. Thank you.
Well, it's certainly been an eventful Brits night. Dambert Nobacon from Chumbawamba was arrested and then released without charge after tipping a bucket of ice water over Deputy Prime Minister John Prescott. Dambert told us it's because he feels Labour have sold out the striking Liverpool Dockers, some of whom were sitting at the Chumbers table.
I mean, we've been asked about it lots of times, and that's enough. You know, that's good. That's why we exist as a band, to try and cause trouble or try and raise issues. So that's great.
The anarchist band also offered their support to the Reinstate Nigel Cook Campaign, a protest about record giant PolyGram's working practices.
We want to get Nigel Cook reinstated, but we also say that you should pay people a fair wage to work not only in the music industry, but really a fair wage for all workers in this country.
PolyGram are the main sponsors of the awards. Hazel Barrett reports.
The Brits really were a riot last night when around 200 angry demonstrators made their presence felt. They were targeting record company giant PolyGram. The protesters claimed the firm's Blackburn factory, which is one of the largest makers of compact discs in Europe, has been using cheap labour through a tractor. The complaints centre around a former worker, Nigel Cook. He was dismissed from the supplier firm M&S Packaging. The fight, which until last night was a purely local affair, started more than a year ago when Mr. Cook started to raise issues over working conditions and union representation.
The only CDs that M&S Packaging package are PolyGram CDs. So clearly they've got a responsibility to make sure that the people who package their CDs aren't having to work in these degrading conditions and then get sacked just for trying to organise a trade union.
Brit even managed to break through and speak to the Prime Minister's wife, Cherie Blair, as she entered the ceremony.
She promised that she would take up this issue. Will she? I wonder if she will. I say to Cherie Blair, you take up this issue. You find out why Nigel Cook was sacked.
No, M&S Packaging would not speak on camera today, though they did release this statement. In it, they say Mr. Cook took them to an industrial tribunal last week and lost. He and his legal team also failed to turn up. As far as they're concerned, the matter is closed. Nevertheless, the campaign to get his job back goes on.